and this here may be tough to you. Snack cake to me, yeah, more hostess. This been overdue forever. Asked me when it was dropping, said never. Should've made you cut the feta, but I designed it Freemason Margiela.
What's good, it's Shellitronnn here, the most smoke, no joking. I'm back at it again with a brand new video. And if you're watching this video, you may or may not have seen me before, but I'm usually doing Panthers videos. But I thought for this season, I want to go ahead and do a full division type of content type thing. So I'm going to do a full 2018-2019 season prediction for all 4 teams in the NFC South. And right now, this is for the Atlanta Falcons, obviously. So week 1, they had the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to be doing this every other day. So I'm going to be doing team pairings. So every other day, you're going to see either Panthers and Atlanta Falcons videos or Saints and Bucks videos. So if you have an interest, if you're a Falcons fan or just a fan who wants to know more about the NFC South in general, hit that sub button. I'm going to be doing videos on the full NFC South because I want to have, I know there's a lot of places out on the internet and like just a lot of places, even very popular forums. You can imagine which places I'm talking about right now. But there's some really, they're just not really the best places for in-depth discussion on some of these teams with a smaller media market. You might get talk about, you know, oh, there's Drew Brees and oh, there's Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. But for the most part, you don't really get anything else out of those kind of forums. So I'm trying to build a place where we can talk about these teams. I will admit, I mainly focus on the Panthers, but I do want to make sure I give the other teams in the NFC South their due because I really want to make a place where we can all talk about things. And if all 4 teams in the conference or in the division are well informed, then we can have a lot of really good inter-team and inter-division discussions. And that's what I want to have on this channel, is make a place where we can all talk about this kind of stuff. But anyway, man, that's the boring stuff. Let's get into the exciting stuff with these game predictions. Your first week into the 2018 season, you're facing the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is going to be a tough matchup. Simple. This is going to be a tough matchup. Are the Eagles going to have a Super Bowl hangover where, you know, they made it there, they got the ring? What do they have to prove? And let's not forget that Carson Wentz he's dealing with his knee injury still, right? So he may or may not be 100% at the beginning of the season. So I'm thinking that Nick Foles is probably going to start this game, but I think we can really understand and accept that Nick Foles isn't a normal backup quarterback. Nick Foles had a great, 3-week span, he had several weeks where he did some really big work for the Eagles. And let's not forget, that's not like he happened to show up for those few games. That's the first time he's ever done anything. Okay, he had a good showing up then, but has he ever shown anything else? He had a really great season with the Eagles before. You guys, if there's Eagles fans here, you guys know Nick Foles has been and can be the real deal. And I know he said publicly, he's done all the good teammate talking and all like a good teammate, you know, hey, this is Carson's team. I want to make sure I can be the best back I can be. And if my number gets called, you know, I'm ready to ball out. We all know Nick Foles wants to be a starter somewhere. He's not going to leave for it, and unless someone's like really offering that big money. But he's got one of the best jobs in the world. You have a really good quarterback in Carson who's going to get some wins. He's going to get the wins for the team. The team's really good. You can probably get back to the Super Bowl this year, or you have a really good chance of doing it. And you're the backup. All you have to do is make sure you're ready, and you'll definitely be in position to compete. You're not going to miss the playoffs this year, barring catastrophic injury. I don't see the Eagles not making the playoffs. The NFC East is looking weak, boy. Yeah, the Redskins, which are the Cowboys, which are you really got to deal with the Giants. And who do they have at quarterback? They have Ellie. They have Ellie Marning. Ellie Marning is their quarterback. We're not even talking about him, bro. So you guys have a pretty good shot. Even if you go 9-7, you can probably still make the playoffs this year, and that's no cap. But for you Falcons fans, you guys have a great team this year. If we're going to assume that Nick Foles is going to be starting week 1, which may be starting the first couple weeks, you have Nick Foles, Jay Ajayi Alshon Jeffrey might not be starting week 1, which is going to be a big issue because all you have there is Nelson Aguilar and I think Mike Wallace. So it's going to be a kind of an issue there. But you're going to have to deal with it. The real matchup is going to be Deion Jones and Zach Ertz. Can Deion Jones are you going to put a safety? Are the Falcons going to put a safety? Maybe Keanu on Zach Ertz to man up on him? I don't know about that. But it depends on what the matchup is between Zach Ertz and whoever's covering him. Probably going to be a linebacker. If you man up with a safety, I'm looking at Keanu Neal to really step up there because Desmond Trufant, no, he can't. You keep him out there. Keep him out there. Ricardo Allen, I'm not going to lie. I don't know much about him. I don't think his name gets called that much. But I think this is going to be a really good matchup. These teams match up really well. I don't mean that they don't cancel each other out. This is going to be a shootout. 100% believe this game is going over 60 points. I got to say, you know what? I won't give my score prediction yet. I'll go a little bit more into these matchups here. Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, they're going to have a field day. This is going to be a really great matchup for them. I honestly believe. And if you guys can, who's a good corner for you? Oh yeah, if Jalen Mills can make some kind of move, you're going to have to double team. The help over the top from the safeties is going to have to be for Julio. If you leave your corner on an island against Julio, I can tell you what the game plan is going to be. I'll tell you it right now. And you have to deal with Mohamed Sanu. Then you have to deal with Tevin Coleman. What do you want to really talk about? We can talk about this matchup here. I do believe in Philly's O-line, and with Jay Ajayi there running the ball, it's gonna cause some problems for the Falcons D-line. You guys got rid of Dontari Poe. I think you guys should have kept him. Grady Jarrett's nice. Vic Beasley is good enough. I don't want to disrespect him, but who else do you have on your D-line? With an O-line like the Eagles have, I'm actually kind of worried for you guys because they might just run up the gut. Not the gut, but they might just run it a lot on you guys and make you guys come down, and then there's Zach Ertz over the middle. You're going to have to pack the box. I don't see... There's two all-pro first-team O-linemen with Jason Kelsey and Lane Johnson. Jason Peters, you cannot sleep on him. I just don't see... There's a really big disconnect there in the O and D lines from the Falcons and the Eagles. And I say this is going to be a really close, high-scoring game. I'm thinking Eagles 33, Falcons 31 in a tight game that goes to the very end. And it could be flipped. Honestly, this could go either way. But I'm going to go and say the Eagles win this game 33-31. But what do y'all think, man? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think the score is going to be? Do these teams match up really well? And do you want to see more of these videos, man? Let me know.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Being told y'all I been the man. Being told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.